We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall, Grand Dance, and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful, and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
Yes, so we want to encourage you to check out the Spice Isle Jewelry for the sale. That sale is winding down, and you do not want to be left out on it. All right, so we want to say welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program. How are you doing? I do hope that you had a great weekend and that you're ready for the week. Vibes up yourself, you know what I mean? Now folks, let's get into what's making the news for tonight. Body found in Gouyave, yet to be identified, and that's according to the latest information that we've had. Crew to be sentenced on Wednesday. We're talking about the Harbour master, those who were involved in the business. Anderson Peters, he breaks his silence by way of Facebook post. And the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union expresses concern over Sallee Co-Operative Credit Union, their refusal to sign agreement for its workers, and over 30 local players to begin training for the senior men's national team. And the Harbour master patrons in TNT left stranded. We'll talk to you about that and more All of these and more when we come back, folks. We got to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of course Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada. Of course, we've also got Superb Distributors online with us, so we want to say big up to Superb Distributors. All right, so folks, this is it right now. We take a break and come back. When we come back, we go have real news in Ololili Lolo. And of course, we want to remind you that someone sharing the program tonight will receive some free credit compliments Digicel, and that person could be you. In fact, the first person to right now put their number in the chat, well, I don't really want to encourage you to do that, but if you want to, do it. The first number will receive some free credit compliments Digicel. So the first number in the chat, the first Digicel number that ends up in the chat will receive some free credit compliments Digicel, and we're doing that right now. So folks, we take a break, and when we come back is news in Ololili Lolo. We're coming back.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
All right. Welcome back to the program. Now, I think just about 3 persons, we were supposed to be giving one, but we have awarded 3 persons with free credit compliments Digicel. If you want some credit, please put it in the chat. Let everybody see that you got some credit. All right. If you got credit, say yes, a big yes for everybody to see. All right. Yes, man. Just say yes, let everybody see. Okay. So let's go again now. So we're going into business right now. And maybe tomorrow we could do the same thing again, and we could do it again, and we could do it again. And we were meant to give one, but we try to see if we could make everybody happy. All right, so let's get right into the news. All right, so the first thing that we have to tell all you about is Grenlink. They want to advise consumers, customers, they're going to be having some electricity outages. All right, and it will be affecting certain areas. Today they had some outages, and so they want to apologize for that. Okay, most of those areas might have been restored already. Bellevue, St. David to Grenville, St. Andrew. Some people are affected in that area. Queen's Park, St. George to Satir, St. Patrick, and Lagoon Road to some areas of Grand Dance in St. George. They wanted to say sorry for that. They apologized for that. Okay, like I said, there are some areas, if not by now, all areas are restored. Yes, the last time we checked, they say that they were making every effort to restore the business. All right, so sorry for that. If you don't have it, your thing yet, they're working on you. All right. Okay, over 30 local players, and I'm so excited to say this, over 30 local players are to begin training for the senior men's national team. Are we talking about football, the GFA? They have invited over 30 local players from various clubs across the island to train for a chance at making the senior men's national team a step in the right direction. You understand, people? We know that there's a new president, and I'm not sure if this is part of his mandate and so on, but we've seen some changes and so on. Now, this group is expected to go into training from Tuesday 16 to August 2022 in preparation for an international friendly against St. Vincent and the Grenadines scheduled for September 17, 2022, all right, in Carriacou. There are also plans for the team to play an international friendly during the upcoming FIFA window in September. We're going to tell you more about that. Additionally, the senior men's national team is preparing for the CONCACAF Nations League home encounter against the USA, and that will be happening in March of 2023. So we think, think. Now, the new executive of the GFA is they are championing this move as they wish, they say, to see more homegrown players get the opportunity to represent Grenada on the international stage. You understand? Now, commenting on this new direction, the GFA president Malanglini said that, and I quote, "In the past, the senior men's team was dominated by foreign-based players. We wish to change this dynamic and give more opportunities to our 200 plus locally based players who have dreamed of representing their country for a long time." We post something on the business for all you, so all you could see. It has 30 names. We ain't gonna go through all the names tonight because we're gonna finish in the morning. Son. So we're moving over there. Now, the next thing that we have to tell all about, boy, the Technical and Allied Workers Union. The Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, in fact, and the River Sallee Co-Operative Credit Union, they reached agreement on several matters to form part of the collective labor agreement for the period 2015 to 2019. It is now over 2 years since the union and the workers have been trying, they say, to get the credit union to sign the new CLA, the collective labor agreement. They say despite many attempts, including meetings, letters, and phone calls, the credit union has not taken the matter seriously. Now, the credit union has even adopted the position of refusing GTAWU the necessary permission to meet with the workers. GTAWU hereby advises all concerned that this attitude by the River Sallee Cooperative Credit Union has the potential to escalate into the taking of industrial action by the union and the workers. Please be guided accordingly. That's like a subtle warning there by you. All you, we're moving on. We have more things to tell all you on the business. How we looking for time? All yeah. The day started off badly. We got word that a body was found in Gouyave. In the vicinity of the Cuthbert Peters Park, or you could say the cemetery. They don't say the cemetery. You understand? They say the body was discovered around 6:30, 7 o'clock by a fisherwoman. She says she saw something strange in the area, and when she looked, she realized that it was a body. And so then she decided to raise the alarm.
Finding the person there on the face, and I find I see under the foot. I say, no, there's a foot. So I walk closer. I say, yes, like somebody were there. And I tell them somebody were there. So they say, well, if somebody were there, you know what to call the police. They say they're studying the jack, so they can study the dead man. So I end up come and I call 911. I get to reach St. George's police. I say, they say St. George's. I say, well, look at that man by the day here. They can go up. So see what I look do. And then they tell me, okay. No, before they tell me, okay, that's what my name. And I tell them my name. They say, you know what? I say, well, it's about 6 of us. And then they say, okay. Afterwards, they didn't come same time. They take a while when they come, because maybe they might be thinking maybe the person making joke. The person could be 15. But the person was lying on the street. So I can't know, they are locked in the head. So I say, I don't know a person because they say, how do they on the side of the face? I say, I don't know a face, All
right, thank you very much. We're coming to Kaji. So now we, just before coming on to the program, we contacted a few sources regarding the identity of the individual now, there seems to be no definite identity for now. There are some speculations, but we can't speculate on the business. We need 100% proof. Yes, and so we are not going to suggest anything as yet, as we allow the authorities to continue their investigation into that particular matter. Now, well, it's strange that a persons in the area didn't seem to know who it was. They say it appeared that the man has a locks, somewhat dark skinned. His body was naked and he was laying face down on the shoreline beneath the stones and so on, as you would have seen from that short clip a moment ago. Yes. Again, there was some sign of decomposition on his face, not very advanced, and so I am not sure if that prevented people from being able to identify who the individual was or is. I don't know. But yes, we would notice that the police have not said anything on this as yet. Again, out of an abundance of caution, and of course doing their due diligence in ensuring that they have the right individual. All right, so that's where we stand with that particular matter for now. Once we get update on definite word that it is that particular individual, then we'll be able to share that with you. I know that there's one individual who they say in a neighboring community who is missing. All right, so some might be going with that theory as well, but again, we cannot speculate on the program. World javelin champion Anderson Peters is speaking publicly for the first time since his incident on the Harbour Master. On Sunday morning, he posted the following on his Facebook page. Hello, everyone. Whew. The past few days have been a roller coaster for me,
Finding the person there on their feet.
Oh, sorry. All right, it says it's been a roller coaster for me, from being excited to return home after 2 great competitions to being quickly ripped off such excitement, replaced with pain and discomfort. It says that I know that you're all concerned about my well-being. So please know that I'm feeling better than I was in the immediate aftermath of the incident, but it will be a long road to full recovery. It says that while I am concerned about my well-being, I do ask for your positive thoughts as well to my brother, that is Kidon Peters, who also suffered from the dehumanizing act. It's a very challenging time, say, for us as a family. However, by God's grace, we know that things will get better. It says, on my behalf and that of my family, I say thank you to all citizens of Grenada, all persons near and far, who have expressed your deep concerns since this occurrence. It goes on to say that to all organizations and clubs and fraternities, thank you. Thank you for standing with me during this difficult time. To everyone who lent a hand and even risked their own safety on the night of the incident, thank you for all that you did. I especially thank my parents and family, my coach, my bank family, my club, and my sports family for the outpouring of support. Thank you for praying and also sending well wishes and for reaching out in many ways to provide support. My family and I appreciate all this, and in some sense, this energizes us to be hopeful for better days to come. All right, and those were the words of Anderson Peters as we hear from him for the first time since the incident. Now, as an update to the incident as well, we can tell you that today, the individuals who were charged for the incident, they were in court. The 6 Trinidadian nationals, they were arrested and charged in connection with that incident. You understand? Now, they were at the number 1 court. John Alexander, 55 years old, Decan of Arima. Then there's a Mikhail, John, a 35-year-old, is a sailor of San Juan. Then there's Noel Cooper, a 42-year-old captain. And Sean Jack, a 28-year-old sailor. They all pled guilty to causing grievous harm to Anderson Peters and a separate charge of causing harm to Kidon Peters, and that's the brother of Anderson Peters. However, there's one named Lance Wiggins, who's a 44-year-old sailor. He pled not guilty to both charges, and the prosecution dropped the charges that were laid against him. Now, there was a lot of people outside the court and things like that, you know, just to be a little curious to see what's going on and things. And I even see him out with that broom, and I say, Uncle, why are you doing that broom? You understand? Anyway, SP Simon Douglas was outside the court today. He's in charge of the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force. And he was explaining the outcome of today's case.
Well, what transpired this morning, the matter was called at the No. 1 Magistrate Court. And we indicated to the public last Friday that 6 persons were charged. However, charges were only filed this morning against 5 of those persons. 4 of them pleaded guilty to both charges laid against them. That is causing grievous harm to Anderson Peters and causing harm to Kidon Peters. The one which pleaded not guilty, the charges against him were withdrawn by the prosecution. The sentencing of the 4 who pleaded guilty was adjourned to this Wednesday. From the investigation, the decision was made to charge all 6 of them. However, instructions came from the Director of Public Prosecutions that the charges should not be filed against one of those persons. The most I can say is that is due to recent developments. That's the most I can say in relation to that.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, Carrington Hood is the attorney for the other side, and he too explained his position in terms of why they decided to plead guilty and so on. So here's an attorney for the defendants. He is Carrington Hood.
We had certain discussions in private before the public hearing. I think we all know it's a very sensitive matter. It has touched the sentiments of many Grenadians. Even the Prime Minister made a statement on the matter. We are dealing with 2 Caribbean countries. We are dealing with a thriving trade relations between both countries that affect the ordinary Grenadian. And I thought that it was in the best interest of everybody to have the matter disposed of as quickly as possible, as efficiently as possible, and what would serve the best interests of all the parties involved, complainants, the accused, everybody, and leave it up to the magistrate to find a balance, because that's what he's trained to do, find a balance, to look at all the circumstances and find a justicable resolution to the matter. He's a very experienced magistrate. He understands the issues because he's a person who's been in the community. He's been around for a long time. So, pursuant to the discussions that we had in private, and in view of the fact that there was some injury suffered by Mr. Peters, and an inescapable fact is that based on what transpired, he suffered injury. So there is no way in a trial you can escape that. It's a fact. So the issue then would have to be how you're treated with the entire set of facts going forward. So the guilty plea indicated that these persons accept that they caused harm to Mr. Peters and his brother. That's a fact. Harm was caused. So they are owning up to the fact that they caused harm. That's all it is. They're not trying to duck and dive and say, it wasn't me, I didn't do it, or whatever it is. Yes, there was something which took place on the boat, and it led, based on, there's a medical report which catalogs what the effect on the persons. So it's nothing that you can run away from. The additional point is that in the trial, you protract all of the ill feelings, which we didn't want to do. We didn't think it was advisable. You consume a lot of the time of the court. And thirdly, with a guilty plea, in law, you're entitled to a 1/3 discount of whatever is the sentence, because the discount comes after all of the circumstances. So I was confident in the bench in terms of how reasonable that magistrate has been over the years, and I advised my client accordingly. The better course of action was to do that. And in addition to that, I know that there was vociferous opposition to bail, and I thought it was ridiculous to have these men away from their home. They have wives and families and so on too, based on an incident that was not started by them. So I really tried to get the best case solution in the matter.
All right, so you hear he's saying that the incident wasn't started by them. In fact, at another part of the interview, he alluded to the fact that they might have been provoked in their actions, you know. So their action was, in other words, a reaction to some sort of provocation. But let's see where that is going to go. We have the sentencing that's going to be on Wednesday. That too, we will be following quite closely. And as I said, all the city man with the broom there, I said, well, Uncle, where you go with that broom? You know, there are a couple of people who are outside the venue, or well, the court, and they wanted to see what was going on. It's a magistrate's court, all right? I know somebody else was saying high court this and high court that. You have to understand the court process. It has to go through, when it's charges of that nature, it goes, first of all, it goes to the magistrate's court, not the high court. All right, the magistrate's court. The magistrate will hear the matter, and as you would see here, it would stop at the magistrate's level. All right, as we are moving on, you know, Mikey behave. Anyway, we're moving on. I just decided to get like a trouble on the business. So already, the harbour master is feeling a little pressure from this whole incident. Now remember, that incident happened very quickly. And since then, the people been in locked up. Since then, the people have been locked up. So people asking for justice, I find that look like justice if you ask me. And to go even further, the vessel was scheduled to leave the country so that it could go back to where it came from, so that it could go make some money. And last week we told you that cannot happen because there's a civil suit out. So what we just told you about, all that you just listened to there just now a couple minutes ago, that's the criminal aspect of things. There will also be a civil suit that's in motion as well. Criminal is the police commissioner, so versus blah, 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 blah. You understand? And this becomes a virtual complainant. On the civil end, no place mash up, because now Anderson is going to be suing for this and for that and for this and for that, for pain and for suffering and the excited. I don't see it on TV. You understand? So that part is that part, and this part is this part. So it ain't done yet. It ain't done yet. So the harbour master is arrested. All right, the proper term, arrested. We go seize, we'll say the word seize synonymously, but it's the same thing, kinda. You understand? So it's arrested. So they had to get bail and ding for the boat. I'm not making it up. They had to get bail and ding. You understand? So I don't know. I don't know if they go grant bail for the biddies. You understand? So there was supposed to be other cruises happening in Trinidad. There were supposed to be other activities happening in Trinidad that the harbour master was supposed to make a money. But because the harbour master and his crew have been arrested, that cannot happen. Approximately 100 partygoers who were supposed to supposed to be on the cruise on the weekend. It's called it's themed Gimme Liquor Boat Cruise. You understand? It was supposed to happen on Sunday, but that was not to be. They say a smaller boat replaced the business. You understand? They were even police on them there to make sure that the thing don't overload the business. You understand? So many people have to be left. You understand? They pay their money. We already paid the Harbour master and now have to pay another company. So whoever was having the cruise, they're losing big time. They said they had over 400 people who were booked for that event. But the vessel that they took could have only got 290. They could have only hold 290. So I want that people get left out. Jano. So the Harbour master losing out on that money. And he go have more money as long as the boat remains arrested, as long as the case remains uncalled, and the thing another, it's a whole heap of mix up. If that's not justice, I don't know what is. You understand? So in a couple of days you might hear Harbour master get bail and he move on to get vexed. You understand? For the nature of the incident, because there was no maiming of limbs and you understand? So whatever we get, we take. All we want to make sure is that justice is served. And, you know, for the crime committed, the penalty or the punishment must be equal. You understand? You understand? A man can't throw down a drink and cut out the hand. So it has to be equal. Just being honest with all to manage all the expectation. You understand? Just manage the expectation. So that is the business now. So Harbour master already is in a lot of trouble. They're losing money and their freedom for the business, for messing with us. But we must caution that that should not be a fight against nations. It's against us, Grenadians, and 4, 5, 6 fellas. And you have to be a girl, man, because over the weekend, I think about it there. You know, I know we kicked on Abiola over the weekend on Friday. But what I'm saying is, when we go back to think about it, Abiola has to be a woman, because I don't see how a parent in their good judgment would name a man Abiola. So I want to take back all I said on Friday about Abiola, ting, because I want to put my neck on a block for you and say Abiola has to be a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So people only text me at the program, but we watching all the we real kicks at Abiola. I tell it all, we kicks. You understand? Because they say Abiola get locked up for the whole business, but Abiola is a man. You know what I mean? Anyway, like that talk. How we looking for time? Yeah, some of all those share the program and it hurts me. It breaks my heart. You understand? When I share the business, because it's important. When I share the business, that's how other people just get to know that we live and thing. You understand? So folks, don't forget, on Wednesday, we're coming back to let you know the outcome. All right? Because sentencing is scheduled for Wednesday, and they say they wanted to expedite the matter because the guys are not Trinidad, they're not Grenadians, and they have to be in police custody for all that time. Again, remember that coming out of the case today, they were again kept by the police. So it's not like they're walking free, they are still in police custody. But again, if that's not justice, I don't know what is. In all fairness, I know what all I want, all the thinking, but in all fairness, if that's not justice, then I don't know what it is. Because since the incident, the men been locked up. They can't hug the girlfriend, they can't think, they come out in Grenada Carnival, they feeling high and mellow, and they can't let go, if you know what I mean, So we have to understand how that also makes them feel, I guess as much they regret getting involved at all, messing with us Grenadians. You understand? So at this time now, what I think I want to do before we think, I see that we have quite a bit of you on the program still. I just again would like to encourage you, if you have not yet done so, please follow the page so that you can get the notifications from us whenever we go live. All right, so you hit follow or you like the page, and then once we go live, you get a bonus. Okay, all right, good. What we have when we come back from that short break, we have for you the national report, and we have the weather. And folks, let me tell you something. You're all set up people wolf in sheep clothing around the place. You understand? I would also like to encourage you for the avoidance of doubt and to ensure that you are not repeating falsehoods and so on, you stick to the reputable news sources. Because in the past few days, I have seen misleading information, misinformation, because not having a camera or having a phone and stuff like that doesn't make you a journalist. You understand what I'm saying? And there are a lot of people who feels like they understand what it is that we do and we can do it even better and get involved in the business, and they make some very basic mistakes. And the problem with that is people go out there with false information. False, very false, farthest from the truth. There might be words that you think you can use interchangeably and you just can't. Theories, terminologies, concepts. You understand? So I would encourage you to please follow the reputable news organizations. That would save you from appearing to not know what you're saying when you're telling somebody about this incident, about that, about this, because, you know, all are not created equal when it comes to certain things, you know. Not everybody comes into this business for the right reasons. And so because their objectives might be different, you would find that they would probably take a particular angle. And again, the problem with that is you end up paying for it because you end up with the one with misinformation. All right, a word to the wise, and I'm saying this from my heart, with no ill intent. All right, so folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break and come back, and when we come back, it's going to be real national report and weather in your Lily Lolo. We will be back shortly. And I see we have some celebrants on the program. We'll talk about them when we return on the business. All right, so all let's stay there. Let me just make sure. Ting. Yes, we are coming back.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
And yes, we are receiving reports, and we will need to take some time to look into it further, that there are houses that are currently on fire in Victoria. All right, we have already, the phone was going off the hook, and when I just checked, we received information from multiple sources about fires happening currently in Victoria, St. Mark. So while we're at the break, just give us a moment and we'll see if we can gather as much information for you, and we'll be able to disseminate that to you. All right, so we are going to take the few minutes in the break. I think it's about 2 or 3 minutes in the break, and see if we can gather some more details on that for you. Okay, stay right there. We will be back shortly.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Make this carnival a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and Spiceland Mall Grand Dance and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces, earrings, rings and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Call us on telephone number 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now as I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes. You access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how are you doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Hey, just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those 3 dots, right, or your web browser setting and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
I want you to control your anger. to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clark Scott Rum. Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clark Scott sales vans. Win big for Spice Mass with Clark Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
All right, family, and we are just working on reports of fire in Victoria St. Mark. What we can tell you is that from our sources we're hearing, and that's unconfirmed reports, we are hearing that there are just about 5 houses that were affected from that fire. We are also told by our source that there were 2 of these houses that was totally destroyed by the fire, and the fire department, they're trying whatever they can to save the remaining houses. Of course, all of that is unconfirmed. We have just spoken to one of our sources who is currently in the area. Usually we use 2 sources when it is that we want to speak to specific information, but because we are already on the program, I'm just sharing this with you. Right, so here's what we've been able to obtain so far. All right, I know the image looks kind of stretched on your screen, but we didn't have time to edit. So that is what we're looking at. The fire is located in Victoria St. Mark. Of course, it might just be a bit early to talk about what has caused the fire and whether or not anyone sustained any sort of injuries. This is happening like as we speak, so we're going to give the investigators some time to put the pieces together, and we'll be able to share that with us in a timely manner. Again, we are reporting of this incident happening right now in Victoria St. Mark, where our sources say that 5 houses were affected by this fire, and of course we've been also told that there were at least 2 houses that were totally destroyed, and the others, the fire department, they are trying to see if they can save what's left of these houses. Again, the cause of the fire would not, we would not have that details for you right now, and whether or not anyone sustained any sort of injuries and so on, you can look forward to that information at a later time. You can continue to follow our page for updates on that. Again, this is just happening. This is an incident that has happened, that is currently unfolding in Victoria St. Mark. All right. Okay, we are just again getting more information. We will still work on getting some more for you, and we'll be able to share via our page once we are comfortable with what we've received so far. All right, so that's the information that we have coming out of Victoria St. Mark this hour. Fire that has affected 5 houses. Okay, folks, so what we're going to do at this point in time is encourage you to continue to follow our page for updates on that as we continue tonight's program. Next up, what we'll have for you is the national report, and following that will be the weather.
Government's assessment continues as it works toward the distribution of the Chinese low-income housing units by year end. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report.
The house was shaking. Then suddenly saw we hear bang, crack, and the roof had gone.
Man, I was so scared, I nearly wet myself.
Only those who have lived it can truly understand the devastating fury of a hurricane's wind.
The house across the road just get up and roll over.
Hurricane force wind. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. You can hurricane-proof your home. For example, make your roof more wind-resistant by using screws instead of nails in its construction. Find out more about hurricane force winds and other hazards at your local disaster office.
A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and SEDERA.
With the details to the news for Monday, August 15th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Grenada's Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Honorable Philip Telesford, says retrofitting must be completed on the Chinese low-income houses before they can be distributed to residents both on the mainland and Carriacou by December. The possibility of adding a laundry room is being looked at. This, Honorable Telesford said, can be done through a public-private partnership. The minister visited Carriacou recently to assess the arrangements for the houses that were handed over to residents there earlier this year. Government is seeking to ensure that the units, a gift from the People's Republic of China, are ready for occupancy. Minister Telesford, who joined his colleague Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Tevin Andrews, for a tour of the housing site at Dumfries, Carriacou last week, said in keeping with his government's transformation agenda, they will like the beneficiaries to see the units as not only a place to live, but also as an avenue to continue uplifting themselves. The ministers were joined by Permanent Secretaries Javon Williams, Ann Isaac, and Veronica Charles. Medical officials are warning that the number of gastroenteritis cases on the island is still high, with 2022 accounting for a significantly higher number of cases when compared with previous years. With more than 1,200 cases for this year alone, children under the age of 5 account for 397 cases, and children 5 and over as many as 887. Gastroenteritis is an inflammation of the stomach and intestines caused by a bacterial or viral bug. Pediatrician and Director of Medical Services, Dr. Taisha Donnell, says Ministry of Health is trying to determine the main cause of this increase.
We also have to look at which organism, which virus or bacteria is causing this gastroenteritis, because you have some of them that are highly contagious and some of them that are not as contagious as others. We, of course, when we saw that that spike in the number of cases of gastroenteritis, our CMO and the EPI unit thought it very important to do some tests so that we can determine, what is the cause, what organism is actually causing this outbreak. And so this test revealed that the main culprit for this outbreak is the norovirus, all right, which is one of the common viruses that causes gastroenteritis. Now, norovirus, take note, it's highly contagious.
Very much so.
Right? Within 12 to 48 hours of contact, you start to present with the symptoms. You start with, feeling unwell, the vomiting, the diarrhea, and it lasts generally up to about 3 days.
Dr. Donald says managing gastro at home while caring for children is easy. She advised the parents whose children are experiencing vomiting as a result of gastro to wait at least half an hour before trying to rehydrate their children.
When you vomit, please note, vomiting means that you bring up your food or your water or whatever you project it out of your mouth, and in the meanwhile you're having a bit of spasms in your stomach. So your stomach muscles are like trembling, so to speak. They're having spasms. So if you just vomited and you drink right away with a stomach that's still having spasms, you would vomit again. right? So this is a little thing that parents sometimes, because we say hydrate and hydrate. Yeah. So they sometimes miss the hydration. In this case, that has to be on pause for a bit.
Right.
So if a child vomits now, you have to wait for at least half an hour.
Right.
Right? At least half an hour before you give anything to drink. So you vomit, let's say at 6 o'clock, maybe by 6:30. If you could wait longer, no problem. Because in hospital we would wait for about 3 hours. Okay. Right?
See.
Yes.
Good.
But in the hospital you might have your drips going and all of that. But home you don't have drips. So we will say at least half an hour. Right. So you rest the stomach for half an hour. And then you start with cold, clear fluids. Cold and clear. Clear means water, coconut water, apple juice, Pedialyte, all these type of things.
Right.
It's clear fluids. So we try to stay away from the milky stuff because they do a milky and sweet because they cause more vomiting and diarrhea.
Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell commends the government and people of India for their years of friendship and commitment to Grenada. The Grenadian leader joined members of the Indian community on Sunday in commemoration of their 75th anniversary of independence. He says relations between Grenada and India date back to over 100 years and commends the Indian community in Grenada for its continued contribution to the local economy. The anniversary celebrations included a flag-raising ceremony at the Sir Eric Matthew Gairy Botanical Garden, which was also attended by Ministers Joseph Andal and Andy Williams.
The Indian independence movement or anti-colonial movement sparked freedom movements throughout the length and breadth of Africa and the Caribbean. And to some extent, Grenada is a direct beneficiary of that movement. So the people of Grenada are grateful in that respect for the contribution that the anti-colonial struggle of the Indian people has directly led to our benefit and to our independence as well. But as my colleague Joseph indicated, the relationship between the island of Grenada and India dates back 165 years ago, and it started in the beautiful parish of St. Patrick.
Also present at the ceremony was His Excellency Wei Hongxian, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Grenada, Honorary Consul for the Republic of South Korea to Grenada, Jerry Seals, and Mr. Clifton Ali, Honorary Consul for the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago in Grenada. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
This is Sammy coming back from Gouyave. Here comes Sammy again. This time, he is hurrying to join the fancy mass band. It is now after Carnival. Sammy and Robbie are liming on Wall Street.
Come on, Sammy, man. Guys, where you throwing the bull? Oh, you do have respect for the environment or what?
Got just one bone and the dog eating that just now?
Oh, yeah, not only dog, rat too. Throwing bone on the ground so the cause rodent. And besides, you don't looking good, man.
Oh God, man, I mean, this kind of talk you're spoiling the line, man. Relax yourself now.
I can't relax when you're dirtying up the environment, so do the right thing.
All right.
Nice. Let me head for the garbage bin.
Let's keep our islands clean. Take your garbage with you if no bins are available. Don't throw garbage out of vehicles and on the streets. Stop, think, use the bins. A message from the Department of Tourism and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Welcome back. Young men involved in the Empower program have now embarked on another part of their journey, direct skills training. This began on Monday and follows a meeting last Friday with Ministry of Youth officials at the Grenada Trade Center. We get more from Communications Officer at the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, Eugenia Peters.
Young men under the Empower program have now begun direct skills training, which represents the program's third component, following the registration and soft skills training. 210 participants will move into CVQ Level 2 training in areas like graphic designs, plumbing installation, general agriculture and construction, and commercial food preparation. 99 will receive certification training from Grenkeys in areas like auto mechanics, electrical installation, woodwork, and plumbing installation. 20 of the registered young men will move directly into apprenticeship on-the-job training. On Friday, a meeting was facilitated by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture with the young men as they prepare for the next step towards pursuing their various career paths. Permanent Secretary Mr. Norman Gilbert encouraged them to make full use of the opportunity presented to them by the ministry.
This program was designed for you. It was designed to help you, young men, to be able to make changes in life. If you were a participant in this program and has not seen any change in your life, then something must be wrong with what we have delivered, or something must be wrong with what you have interpreted or accepted, right? You have an opportunity, you have a chance. Walk through that door, get your biscuit, eat your biscuit, right? But I want for you to be able to successfully complete at the end of the year.
Acting Youth Coordinator and Empower Project Officer Mr. Earl Williams said the training will begin across training centers on Monday, 15th August. Additionally, he said following the direct skills training, the participants will be eligible to receive a grant fund to kickstart their own businesses.
Every one of you sitting here, there is a grant fund with a value of $2,400 EC dollars waiting for you. It is built in the budget. So when you complete the project, every one of you, once you complete the project and you satisfy the criteria, every one of you would be qualified to receive a grant fund value, not cash, value of $2,400.
This cohort of the program is scheduled to end in May 2023. From the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, I am Communications Officer Eugenia Peters.
Thank you, Eugenia. Finally, in the news, the selection of a new senator to represent the interest of the fishing and the farming communities in the Senate will take place on Tuesday. This is in keeping with Section 24, subsection 2C of the Constitution. 3 senators are to be appointed by the Governor General, acting in accordance with the advice of the Prime Minister. Agriculture and fisheries or marine resources continue to be one such sector where it is deemed necessary to have a senator appointed to the upper house of Parliament, who will examine, assess and promote government's policies relative to the agricultural, marine resources and blue economy sector in the interest of the people they serve and represent. The selection process is scheduled for Tuesday, 16th August at 3 p.m. at the Dulux Cinema, Grenville. Individuals and organizations are required to present a valid farmer or fisher's registration card or ID. Mr. Fitzroy James will supervise Tuesday's activity. That story just ended the national report for Monday, August 15th. Let's recap the top story. Government's assessment continues as it works toward the distribution of the Chinese low-income housing units by year-end. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis.
All right, yes, we are still in the process of gathering information as it relates to the fire. Currently, the fire department is trying to contain the blaze in Victoria St. Mark, where reports say 5 houses are part of this inferno, and of course they are trying to get things under control. All right, folks, what we have for you right now is the weather, and I see that we have some birthday celebrants. We have some people celebrating their birthday, our birth night tonight, so we're going to be able to share that with you. Okay, several homes, all right? They said that this fire is, in terms of the actual place, it's happening at the Heroes Square, All right. At Hero Square, sorry, on St. David Street. So that's that little street there. Okay, so it's happening at Hero Square on St. David Street. All right. What else do we have to tell all you? Let's get into the weather for tonight. We can tell you the weather is expected to be generally fair with cloudiness increasing after midnight with brief isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas are slight with waves at 2 to 4 feet in open waters. And on Tuesday, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with brief occasional showers. At first, becoming fair by mid-morning into the afternoon. Max temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 24. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And that's your weather for tonight and into tomorrow. As we are about to wrap, we say hello to a few people who are currently on the live. We see that you guys are all over the world. We have Suzanne Fitzroy, Zitek, it's Clovey, Michelle, and my mom. We have Elisha. Elisha is Elisha? Marcel, Michelle, and many more. We have Shaman, who is like an ambassador for us on YouTube. Shaman, we should connect, okay? Thank you very much. And also, for the people who are currently on Facebook, we want to say hello to you as well, to the people who are sharing. So many of you are sharing right now. We want to say hello to you and thank you for sharing. All right, so continue to share the business, okay? Dillian and Judith. Hi, Judith Wagwan. Sheena, Tasty, Dolly, and who else is with us? We have so many of you. Cassandra, the Graps staff, Nessie, who else is with us as well? Arena, Delma, Gloria, Jeron, Kellon, Fiona. Hi, how are you? And Ansha, Wagwan Ansha. Rebecca, how are you, Rebecca? Thank you for joining us tonight. And Cherry, blessings to you. And Nixon. Okay, Ezran and Yvonne and Liz. Liz, you get credit, right? You're supposed to have gotten some credit. Whose birthday it is? Dillian, your son's birthday today. Happy birthday to little Dillian. Happy birthday. I hope that he's gonna enjoy. Cassandra, I don't know. I see them on the business. Also, who is celebrating? Who else is celebrating? Zaka Wagwan. Sonia. Happy birthday to Sonia. Happy birthday. Everybody join me. To Sonia, happy birthday, dear Sonia. Happy birthday to you. Yes, let's say happy birthday to Sonia. All right, may God bless you. We thank you for being part of our family. And who else? Hey, Natalie, Tracy, Patty. Hello to you, Angel. Thank you for sending the information. Della, blessings to you. Maureen, again, hello to you. Who else is celebrating? I think I saw, let me see my script. My script told me that there are 2 people celebrating. Let me see who else is celebrating their birthday tonight. The script tells me Shauna. Is there Shauna celebrating a birthday today too? Shauna, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shauna. Happy birthday to Shauna Richards. We have our loyal viewers who are celebrating, and of course that means a lot to us. We're glad that you have life and strength and good friends and people around you to make your life even better. All right. Hey, Mario, thank you for wishing them happy birthday. All right. And who else? Blessings to everybody. Okay, Veronica. Hey, Veronica. Who's advanced to who? Whose birthday is tomorrow? Teresa? Hi, Joseph. Well, advance birthday greetings to you. Hi, Tracy. And so, guys, take care. And may God bless you guys, all right? Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Some of you have not shared yet. Can you? All right, we have quite a bit of you. I want just one more person to share. Shirin, you think we can make... We have 254 shares today. You think we can make 4? I mean, you think we can make 300? Huh? Shirin, you think we can make that 300? Shirin? I know you all say, sometimes we say that it's a hard target to reach, and then boom, you all just do things. So let's do it together. Let's get to the target of 300. We are currently on 255. If one person shares right now who has not shared before, we can get to that target. Let's go. And even if you have done before, please, I will encourage you to share again. Hey, Erlin, what's up? Other people have a chance. Girl, Mikey, and even watch the picture. What picture? All right, so let's go. Okay, we need what? We need just a few more shares to get it up to 300. Let's hit the target right now. Are you ready? Hey, Java, Deslin, we are trying to get Deslin share one more time. We are trying to get to 300 shares in the next 20 seconds. Let's go. Go. All right. Okay, we're almost, wow. Maureen, it's crazy. Venturous, what's going on? All right, let's see if we can reach to that target. We are up to, whoa, one big jump to 283 shares. 5 seconds. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and let's see, 301. You guys are amazing. Thank you, George and Angel and all the crew. Yes, Ezra, I see that you shared. Big up yourself, all right? And Cindy, yeah, big up all yourself. All good, boy. Wow. You guys make me feel invincible, like we could get to any target that we so desire, that we set. Any target that we set, we can get to it, So thank you to my family as well. Celine, God bless you, okay? And everyone else on the program, may God bless you. We are up to 325 our shares. That's amazing. So guys, we're gonna touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. Hopefully we'll talk again, okay? Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No, take care all. God bless.